If you ever dreamed about study abroad, then this video is for you. When you are in A-level or 12th grade and you hear about study abroad, the first thing which comes in your mind is the cost. It is a very expensive proposition. This is what you think. And you think that your parents will not pay for it. Or you may think that for study abroad, you need to clear some kind of competitive exam or an English language program. And that will be a very difficult task, isn't it? Some parents may doubt that I'm going to send my son or daughter to a completely other continent. And, there is a racism all over the world. So what if my child suffers from it? Some have doubt that I know the tuition fees, but what about the cost of living and cost of traveling and other things in the country where my child is going to travel? For some, linguistic requirements is a doubt. Like say, for example, if you are going to study in France, you need to learn French language. Or if you want to study in Germany, you need to learn German because all the lectures are going to happen in that language, isn't it? Similarly, there are many doubts that you might be having. But today, I'll ensure that all those doubts are cleared. As I'm admitting students from Africa to India from last 10 years, traveled to 23 countries and organized various seminars and conferences in Africa. Visited many of my students' parents in their home country and enjoyed some delicious African food. So somehow I understand what exactly you need. Many of my students whom I admitted in last few years, they are all well settled and they are expert in their own profession. Some are IT experts, some are engineers, some in medical professions, politicians, and some are business owners. Some even traveled to other part of the world for higher education and they are settled in France, in UK, US, Australia, and you name it, they are there. So my students are almost all the part of globe. And some went to other countries for higher education. So some are in France, in UK, in Australia, and US, you name it. And I have a student who is based in anywhere in the world. So they are all well settled globally. I'm based in India and connected to more than 100 universities. And I know them in and out. So you can count on my advice. You're listening to an expert. So let me tell you, for study in India, there is no requirement for you to write any competitive exam or English language program. Your admission is done just based on your past academic results. So if you want to study bachelor's degree, your A-level or 12th grade result is sufficient for us to secure admission for you. Programs here are taught in English language. Even India is the world's second largest English-speaking nation in the world. So you are coming to an English-speaking country. Visa process is very simple and you can get a visa within 5 working days. For that, what you need is your passport, a letter of admission from the university, and yellow fever vaccination. That's it. It's very simple, fast, and it is very easy to secure visa for India. So now, as you have decided about study abroad, but still it comes in your mind that why to study abroad? Are they having a better education system than us? Or what exactly there is? So let me tell you, when a study abroad comes in mind, there are few reasons why people prefer go and study abroad. The first of all is ease of admission. It is very easy to secure admission in an Indian university rather than competing in your own country. Second reason is world-class infrastructure. You see, when you come and study in India or when you study abroad, the universities are huge and they are well equipped. Some large size auditorium, big libraries, and amazing labs facility are available at the campuses. Most of the time, I notice that there are labs in African universities as well, but they are not well equipped. And sometimes, most of the equipments are not working. I'm not telling that they don't have facilities, but they are not well managed. Yes, if exceptions are there, if you leave some top universities, top African universities, then the scenario is same all over. So point two, why most of the time people travel abroad to study is a globally recognized degree. If you travel to US and you enter NASA, what will you see? Or let's say if you enter in Stanford or Harvard University, what will you see? Or if you enter in Silicon Valley of USA, what will you see? You will see about 30 to 40% of scientists, professors, and IT techies are of Indian origin. They are all studied in India and now well settled in US. Why? Why so? Because of the quality of education what they got from India. Indian degree is globally recognized and well treated. Third important point why to study abroad or study in India is to learn latest technology. Yes, India is leading in IT development. Even in India, a student of about 6-year-old starts with a coding language. I said 6 year. I didn't mean class 6. Next point is global exposure. When you study abroad, you're going to study with people, with students from different countries. You're going to learn about their culture, their system, their values. And this networking will help you grow in your future. You will get global exposure. The next point is settling abroad. Economical and political crisis, corruption, crime, and there are many other things which has disheartened many people and they want to settle abroad. Many of my students, they got bachelor degree from India and they gone to US, UK or Australia for their higher education. And most of them are now well settled in those countries. India is a gateway where you can come to pursue your bachelor and you get an easy admission in top universities in developed countries. These are some of the reasons why a student wants to study abroad. Now, let me tell you about the cost involved in it because it's also a very important point. Cost of living. India is a very economical study abroad destination. So say for example, a program which is going to cost about 40,000 US dollars in US or UK, in India it will be about 4,000 US dollar. India is most economical study abroad destination. Why? Because whatever you see in India, a car, bus or a train, it is all made in India. We have very minimum import and almost everything is produced here. As a result, the cost of living is low. I noticed that food cost in India is about 40% lower than Africa. Cost of housing is about 20% cheaper than Africa. Talking about things like cost of transportation, clothing, and other day-to-day things which are required are about 30 to 40% cheaper than Africa. Even if you compare the tuition fees with US or UK, it is about 1/10. That means if a program is going to cost about 40,000 US dollars in US, in India it will cost about 4,000 US dollars. In general, our programs like engineering, pharmacy, nursing, medical lab technology ranges between 4,000 to 6,000 US dollar per year. Programs like business management, computer application, political science, and other programs cost about 2,000 to 4,000 US dollar. Hostel, food and accommodation in general ranges between 1,500 to 2,500 per year. That is for both for food and accommodation at the university campus. But we ensure that you get good scholarships for study in India. Sometimes our students secured up to 100% scholarship on tuition fees, and they just pay for their food, accommodation, traveling, and other charges. So for scholarship, it's a completely different episode, different chapter, for which I'll tell you later. So what documents are required? Well, for securing admission in India, you just need your 12th grade if you're looking for study a bachelor degree program. Or if you want to study masters, then transcripts of your bachelor degree is sufficient for you to secure admission in India. Sometimes university may ask you for letter of recommendation or letter of support from your sponsor. A letter of recommendation is something which our education expert in your country will help you with. A letter of support is something that needs to be produced by your parents or your sponsor. Now let's learn about academics. In India, there is only one intake that happens between July and August. So if you want to study in India, the admission process generally starts from the month of January, and you can start your classes from July, August. It depends upon the program that you're going to. Some programs starts from July, some starts in August. And there are some universities also which accepts late admission till November or December. There are bridge programs that university runs. So if you want to come in the month of January or February or any time of the year, you can start with the bridge program. Students from French and Arabic origin, they generally come for English language program. So in that case, admissions are open round the year. At Eduzina, we accept application all year. You just visit at www.eduzina.com and apply. A counselor based in India will get in touch with you. Our education expert based in Africa will also contact you and guide you with a complete admission process so that you can travel to India as soon as possible. Exams. See, in general, most of the programs are semester-wise. So a program which is started in June or July or August, going to have first semester exam in the month of December or January. Second semester exam will come up somewhere in the month of June or July. So it's like, every 6 months there is exam for the semester, and there is a gap of about 10 to 15 days if university permits. Some of my students asked me about freedom in India. Well, India is a very safe country. It is home to 1.3 billion people, which is like more people in India than in whole Africa as a continent. It is a Hindu majority country with about 200 million Muslims and about 30 million Christians and numerous other religions which are practiced with complete freedom, with complete liberty in India. Most of our students stay at the university campus, which are completely guarded round the clock and also covered with CCTV cameras. There are separate hostels for boys and girls with wardens available at the hostels. So the safety and security is completely covered. It's 100% at the campus. India is a booming economy with companies from all over the world. And these companies look for students to join them from the campus. And these companies, they want to hire students. And these companies come for placements at the university. So when you are generally in third year or fourth year of your program, there are companies which visits for campus recruitment and they select you. If you want to do internship, there are time frame when you can go ahead and complete your internship in some top companies. For part-time jobs, it is not advisable. Why? Because Indian curriculum is very fast-paced And universities do not prefer a student who is coming to study and doing some kind of part-time job. Moreover, we suggest you that if you are planning to support yourself with a part-time job, it's a completely no-no. So next is a visa process. See, for India, visa is quite simple, easy, and you get that within 5 working days. You need your passport, your admission letter from university, and yellow fever vaccination. And our advisor, our visa counselor based in India, will guide you through with the step-by-step process when the right time comes. So you should not worry about it. It's a very simple and transparent process. Now let's see about travel. So when you are in Africa and you got admission for study in India, you also secured visa, now you want to travel. In general, when you travel from Africa, it is usually by Ethiopian Airlines or Kenyan Airlines. So if you're traveling by Ethiopian, then from your country when you start, you will stop at Addis Ababa, or if you're coming by Kenyan Airline, you will stop at Nairobi. And from there, you will take a different flight either to Mumbai or New Delhi. Usually, Mumbai works out cheapest and it costs between 600 to 800 US dollar for your travel. Once you reach Mumbai or Delhi, then you take domestic flight to your final destination. At your final destination on the airport, Team Eduzina will meet you and accommodate you at university hostel, inform your parents about your safety, and also inform your education expert who has guided you to study in India. Not only this, your parents receive daily reports about your progress for the first month or till the time you are settled. We also help you complete the admission formalities and secure residential permit from the local police.